Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Integrative Oncology series. The last day of the series, there is always hope, and today is every day is a special series. And today it's about the journey of cancer winners, cancer survivors, and cancer caregiver. I'm Dimple Parmar from ZenOnco.io and Lovells Cancer, and all of you, we join conversation with survivors and caregivers as we all share our learnings and experience in this whole new world of cancer and how we are navigating through it. We all know there is always hope. We have people with us who have been given 3 months to live, 6 months to live, but then who gives the timelines? No one can, right? And those are the people who are living with us from last 10 years, 6 years, and they are cancer free, no evidence of disease, because they believe that yes, there is always hope. They believe that a lot of things can be done still in this journey. And with the same hope, we bring this session to all of you. And Dr. Sujata, requesting you to introduce, and then I will introduce the speakers. Thank you.
So, welcome to a bright, sunny morning today. And with more radiance, brightness into our lives, there is always hope. Come what may, we are all warriors. We can fight through and we can emerge being successful. So today, coming to the last day of the series, there is always hope. Let us radiate a lot of love, healing to each one of us around here who needs that particular hope, love, and care, which we all need on a regular basis as well. So let me introduce the guest today. We have Miss Gwen from Singapore, who has joined in. Gwen, you can just wave to all of us here. Gwen is an independent public relations professional who helps companies to raise their profile via media publicity efforts and other platforms. She's an active Toastmaster who loves public speaking. She also loves historic arts and loves to bring in love and harmony and help to people. She has undergone this journey. And after having undergone this journey, she leads a beautiful, vibrant life. So we will be listening from her story with regards to the journey and how did she navigate through it. So welcome, Gwen. Yes, over to you. Dimple, you can introduce the guest. Next speaker.
So we have our cancer warrior, cancer winner, thriver, cancer advocate, and a very inspiration person, Rajendra Shahji. He is a cancer survivor, meditation expert, and motivational speaker. His cancer journey started when he was diagnosed with rectal cancer in January 2016. Even during the treatment, he was a figure of positivity and used to motivate patients even while undergoing chemotherapy sessions. He also used music as a sword against his problems and the cancer journey as a catalyst to begin many activities and hobbies. He is presently a yoga and meditation expert and offers motivational talks to cancer patients and their caregivers. Shri Rajendra Shahji joins us on this today's session to share his journey, what helped him and how he overcame or how he's living with this. Next speaker is Mehul Vyas. He's a stage 4 throat cancer survivor. When doctor said you have a couple of months to live, it's been more than 5 years he's with us. He's happily married to his childhood friend Anaga and father of a 14-year-old teenage kid Arjun. He's settled in US and trying to be awake for this session from last couple of hours because it's night time for him for the past 6 years, and work with Alliance Data. He's stage 4 throat cancer survivor and in his 6th year of remission. So technically, yes, he is cancer free. He devotes his time to bring awareness on cancer and bad habits like smoking. He runs many groups for youngsters against smoking and a navigator for cancer patients. He regularly gives speeches and presentations in educational other institutes to inspire youngsters. And he's admin of 2 groups, Youngsters Against Smoking and Cancer Survivors in India. Very active on social media, interacting and helping a lot of other people who are going through this journey. And Vandana Mahajan, amazing, inspiring person, close to my heart, thyroid cancer survivor. And she says, and I quote, "If I don't take pills for a day, I'll die tomorrow." That's what we say, living at the edge, living with uncertainty. And she is living that every day. And that's what she says. She's a big example of how life needs to be cherished and how cancer should be fought well. She fought it, she is fighting every day, and she's an inspiration of many other cancer patients who are going through this journey. She is a counselor to all of them. She's working with lung cancer, late-stage patients. She's working with breast cancer patients, awareness around breast cancer, lymphedema, and many other places. She's also active member of Cope with Cancer NGO, where she is helping many cancer patients from Tata Memorial Hospitals and many other places. So yes, Dr. Sujata, thank you so much, everyone. Dr. Sujata, over to you.
Yes, after Gwen, who is joining from Singapore, who is also doing a lot of work and also a dear friend, and I could say my country manager as well there. We come to Dr. Vaneshwari, the lady who wears a number of hats, who is into research and development. She's a pharmaceutical quality consultant with over 29 years of experience, a professional sound healer. She also practices a lot of sound and music, which helped her heal. I would want them to speak about their own journey, about how it has been, and how she has been helping other people in this journey with her sound and music therapies. So we have Vaneshwari, who has joined in from Bangalore. So I guess now it's over to you, Dimple, to speak about yourself.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sujata. To introduce myself, I am colon cancer patient caregiver. My husband was diagnosed with cancer in 2016, and March 14th will be his third death anniversary. He was diagnosed when he was studying at IIM Calcutta, and this entire journey of a young man of 25 years age getting cancer, fighting through it strongly, bravely. And when we were going through that 1 year of journey, when we all started the treatment, navigate through it, we did not know what to do. We had no idea how to navigate through this new world of cancer. We were also studying. We also had our startups, and we also were doing a lot of things together. So health was not a first priority because we thought, yes, doctors are taking care of it. But then with that third stage, we fell in love. Initially we were friends, then we fell in love, and then 1 year of treatment got over. And we thought finally we would start a happy life together. We thought of getting married, and I started working with Bank of New York Mellon. And there was a time just after the treatment got over when doctor said that he went to the doctor for a casual checkup that I'm going to get married and I'm going to Singapore for training. So do I have your yes? And the doctor said, you look good. Your treatment is over. So please go and just do the MRI. So when he was doing the MRI of abdomen, indirectly we found out that he has some nodules in lungs. So it was already stage 4 cancer with metastasis in multiple organs throughout the body. Came as a big shock because for me it was a new world and I did not know what to do. Now health became the topmost priority. Relatives, friends, money, job, career, nothing mattered except how can I save this person. Whatever it takes in this entire world, we'll do that, whatever it takes to save him. With that hope, because I always had hope until the last moment. I always had hope that yes, he will survive. Yes, he will get healed. And there's a difference between healing and curing. So with that hope, I married him because when Sati Savitri can bring her husband back from death, वो भी तो यमराज से अपने पति को लेके वापस आई थी जब उन्हें पता था कि मेरे पति के पास में the guy I'm going to get married, उनके पास एक ही साल है, but still she got married, and after that she got her husband back from death. So why can't I? And that was the power of spirituality I believed in, I used to bring him back. So we got married, went to the US for advanced treatment, clinical trials, and because there was a hope. I was in touch with many survivors from US, many groups, and that's where that gave me a ray of hope that yes, if one person can out of millions of people, then Nitesh can too. And with that hope, we went there for the treatment, started treatment, but I did not know about integrative oncology at that time. And whatever people were saying, whatever I was getting to know, was trying everything. But for a person, it was too much to take. For a patient who is already at 4th stage, having multiple tumors, bad side effects, that he lost his voice, and he was also not in good shape. He lost 20 kgs of weight. It was too much to take. And I did not realize it at that time because for me, मुझे कैसे भी करके ठीक करना है, आप ये भी ले लो, वो भी ले लो, ये भी खा लो, वो काढ़ा ले लो, उस अंकल ने ये बोला, उस आंटी ने वो बोला है, सारे स्पिरिचुअल प्रैक्टिसेस करो एंड व्हाट नॉट. By the time 6 months got over, I got to know this is what I need to do now. This is the plan, this is the program, this is the wellness formula for you. He tried it, he tried very hard, but too late for him to do that. I remember it was uh, February month in 2018 when he was full of joy and he was very happy. Calling his friends, doing visiting outside. Maybe he'll wait in the car, but he will go outside, would celebrate Valentine's Day and whatnot. And I was surprised that the guy, the person who was in depression, who was not talking, not doing anything, now he's happy, he's joyful. And I was wondering if he's getting better, he's getting cancer free. And reports were stable, as in cancer was there. It was not spreading that rapidly. So I was okay that yes, the things are in control. But then never realized that that was his time. So one day, because of low immunity and many other factors, he grew fungus in his lungs. So tumor was there, fungus came in, and there was no space to breathe for him. So on 19th February, we went to ICU. I never thought that the day would come, but it came. And 14th March 2018, he took his last breath. So what happened in this entire journey? What was the purpose of life? What we did, why we did, and raised a lot of funds to fund his treatment. Thousands of people came together to shower their blessings on us, and whatever they could do, like many other things, everybody did together, and that's how he was able to die peacefully. He died in peace because we had hope, and that hope kept us going forward until the last moment. Yes, in physical presence, he is not here with us, but his spiritual presence is always there, and that's what I always believe in. That's what keeps us going. After he passed away, I think his blessings was always there, that I started Lovell's Cancer to support other cancer patients, and then ZenOnco.io to start Integrative Oncology in India, the access which we did not have at that time. That yes, I took 1 year to understand what is Integrative Oncology, and it was late for us. But today, no patients should remain void of this knowledge, this entire vast universe of cancer, and we make it easy for them. So it was Nitish's and my dream to make cancer care accessible, affordable for those millions of patients, because we had hope. And the same hope we want to give to millions of other cancer patients who are going through this journey. We lost one Nitish, but there are many more Nitish, there are many more people we are trying to save, we are trying to help. And it could not have been possible with any of your support. So this session, this journey, I dedicate to all of you who have been a part of this journey, wonderfully, beautifully helping a lot of patients in your own ways. Maybe it's our team of ZenOnco and Lovell's Cancer who is here in this session, helping hundreds of people, talking to them, guiding them in the right direction. Maybe it's all of you, the survivors, caregivers, and other volunteers who are in this journey and saying us, how can we help each other? And trust me, when we die, this is all matters in the end. How many lives we have touched, how many people we could save, how many people we impacted. And this is what mattered for Nitish. I learned at a very young age, at 27 years of age, that when I die, this is always going to matter, that how many lives I could touch. And I'm so grateful that at such a young age, I got in touch with all of you. And together we are creating an ecosystem to help other cancer patients. Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's a journey. And once we accept the journey, it becomes easier to wade through. We make paths so others can walk on too. Yes, brave heart Dimple, the journey has begun. And we will see many more warriors emerging successful, happier, living a joyous life. We have Gwen with us from Singapore, who is going to share her journey. Yes, it's going to be a very touching moment for all of us. So as brave hearts, we hold on to that hope, which will help us make through. Yes, Gwen, can we hear from you? And congratulations for being a warrior. I would say congratulations to all of you for being the warrior.
Okay. Actually, thank you, everyone. Actually, I prepared a PowerPoint presentation, but I don't know whether maybe I should just collapse everything into 8 minutes. Okay, all right. I'll just do without the PowerPoint presentation anyway. It was, for me, this is my 13th year of freedom from cancer. So 13 is, well, I think once you pass 5, you already sort of breathe better. But once you pass 10, you breathe even better. And so now I do feel a little bit more relaxed about my situation, but nevertheless, the vigilance is still there. Now, let me just get back to where it all started. It all started in the year 2008. Now, that year was a double whammy of a year because I had 2 losses. First, I lost my mother in March. My mother passed on, so I'm alone. I'm single. Secondly, 4 months later, I was diagnosed with uterine cancer stage 3. Now, doctors consider that stage 3 is aggressive. It's not stage 4, obviously, so there's still some hope. But stage 3 can go that way too. So when the stage 3 is aggressive, obviously I was quite distraught, really. I was upset, and I of course went through the whole gamut of emotions, from being very distressed to like questioning why it should be me to suffer this. I still want to do so many things in life. Why me? So it's all that, those why. Then after you've gone through the why, you then start to wonder, how do you cope with it? And okay, that's the more interesting part. But before that, let me tell you what are the symptoms of my problem. With uterine cancer, there are no real symptoms, no pain, except white discharge. And people should know this. White discharge, which I did not ignore. But I went to a gynae, and the gynae said, oh, vaginal infection only. So I went along with it, merrily thinking it's nothing major. But then 3 months later, it was biopsy took place and became, cancer stage 3. So I was a little bit unhappy about that. But then I should not blame the gynae. It's my fault, basically, for not pushing for a better, prognosis. Okay, never mind. Then came the part where, what do you do after that? Do you go for Western medical treatment, or do you go for alternative therapies? For one, I am against Western medical conventional treatment because I've seen so many cases of people dying from the effects of chemotherapy. So my mind was already biased. However, I decided to go along with it because my guru, I have an Indian guru, by the way, he lives in Gurugram. He told me that go for it, Gwen, it doesn't look too promising, but just get rid of it, cut. So, of course, I respect my guru's decision. So I went for hysterectomy, first of all. Then a month later went for chemo. Now, fortunately, thanks to the divine grace and all the spiritual support I got from my Indian spiritual group, my guru, with all the people in Singapore were all his disciples. They did a lot of mantra chanting for me. They chanted endless mantras for me. Before I went for the hysterectomy, when I was undergoing surgery, and even after that. So all the mantra chanting and all the spiritual support gave me a lot of booster, morale booster. It sort of gave me the strength to fight for it. Okay, so thank God for that. I went through chemo. Nothing happened except I lost my hair. After that, now time. The protocol is chemo followed by radiation. And I tell you, I had 1 day of radiation. I hated it so much because it was so nauseating. So I asked my guru again. I said, can I skip radiation? And he said, Gwen, if you lead a spiritual life, you can skip radiation. Wow. So that gave me an escape route from radiation. So I said, sure, anytime I will be spiritual, but no radiation for me. So after that, I stopped radiation. Really, the doctor was quite aghast by my reaction about it. But I went without radiation. And then I of course started, ramping up my spiritual activities. So in order to raise my spiritual or spirituality index, so to speak. I even stayed for 2 months at my guru's Gurukul in Gurgaon, 2 months. I stayed in India, actually. So I was helping him with various things and blah, blah, blah. So that part of it, so you can see that the first 1.5 years to 2 years, I was really more involved in the Hindu, it's a bit Hindu, it's the actually Devi Ma Shakti kind of, belief. I was very steep in that. So that supported me very much. Now, the other thing that helped me that I did as part of my recovery was to change my life priorities. I stopped working full time. I work from home because I feel that money is not important when you don't have health. I'd rather have health first, then go back and earn money. So I really quit job. I stopped my business and I really work from home.
I don't care if you quit your job.
Hello? Can I help you? Never mind. Okay, can I continue quickly? Can I continue?
Yes, please go ahead.
Dr.
Yeah, okay.
Sujata, you're very cute.
All right. I changed my diet also.
Thank you. I guess we need to mute the participants so that we can have the opportunity to listen to the speaker.
If I'm running late, please give me a little signal. It's okay. I can make it faster so that others can speak. No problem. I also changed my diet to make it less acidic and more alkaline. So more vegetables, fruits, and fish, and no meat. Okay, that was the first year. Then after that, the other thing I did a lot was to have a lot of positive affirmations. And that I have to link through it back to Louise Hay. I don't know whether any one of you has heard of Louise Hay, who wrote the book, You Can Heal Your Life. So she's also a cancer survivor. So I did positive affirmations for my health for almost 6 years, first 6 years of my recovery. Every day without fail, I write positive affirmations about my health, that I am in the pink of health. So that went on. Okay, so in general, this first 5 years, went on like that. And of course, I also, did a lot of exercise. I went back to daily walking. I enjoyed sunshine. I took yoga also after that. So that helped the recovery. So there were other things along the way, but I think the most intense was the first 5 years. If you get past the first 5 years, you should be all right. So nevertheless, I'm not complacent about my recovery. So every day, I still take it as a gift from God. Okay, the other thing I want to say is that in the last 7 years, I was into more alternative therapies like sound therapy, sound bowl therapy. So that's where I met Dr. Sujata. And I believe that sound therapy also can help cancer patients or cancer warriors to fight better or even to recover better. What else can I say? I think that's about it. I don't want to take up too much of other people's time. So I really feel, just now I was really touched by Dimple's story. I wish her story had a better ending, but I guess in everything, there's all this thing called God's will. And in my case also, just let me touch a little bit on God's will. I hope it's God's will that I'm around today to help others, to be of service to others, and to do what I need to do for the rest of my life. But there's this thing called karma, which sometimes I know we cannot fight. And really, I think in recovering, maybe my guru part, my Indian group has helped support some of my karmic debt, I believe. And for that, I'm really grateful that there are people around who are able to support me in that way and take away some of my karmic debt. So, but other than that, I'm very grateful that I'm alive because there are people on stage 3 and they're gone already. But there are also people in stage 4 and they're still around. So really everything is part of God's will, but you must help God to help yourself. You have to help yourself to help God. I don't know whichever that is. So on that note, thank you so much for listening to me. I hope I didn't speak too fast. That's all.
Thank you, Gwen. That was wonderful. And by the enthusiasm, the energy which you exuded as you spoke was wonderful. So much of power. Yes, we can become the warrior. And as we can see in her, that same energy can be radiated within us to help ourselves.
Thank you.
Help yourself to help God help you. Wonderful. And Gwen also helps cancer patients with sound in Singapore. So those who are seeking it, please contact her. She will be able to help you. She's been my student, and I know how beautifully she works. Thank you, Gwen, for joining in and sharing your story, your journey with beautiful energy. Thank you so much. Over to Dimple.
Thank you so much for sharing the wonderful story. Just a little announcement. I would say in Mehul's language, spammers have joined the group. So for that, I have, I have muted everyone. So without host permission, I'm sorry, but you won't be able to unmute yourself so that we are able to run this well. And also the chat option I have disabled. So you'll be able to chat with the host. You'll be able to chat with me directly. And if it's important, I will share this with everyone. Thank you so much. So we have Rajendra Shah with us, always full of energy, never stops to learn new things. So Rajendra, over to you. Please share your experience and what will help other people who are going through this journey.
Thank you, Dimple. Can you listen to me properly? Is okay?
Yes.
See, first of all, your emotional touch in your talk moved me emotionally so much. I have no word to express your expression, but it was really heart-touching and excellent. I basically do not wish much to talk about my cancer, but I would like to give two types of suggestion. One is to cancer patient and one is to cancer survivor. When I got cancer, the very first thing which I asked my doctor, how long am I to live now? So what happened whenever cancer comes, my mother had a cancer and she always used to give one word, cancer is a cancer. So I remember that word, cancer is a cancer. So you have three things happen when you get cancer. One is you have got agony of the mind, pain of the body, and fear of death. These three things are there: agony of the mind, pain of the body, and fear of the death. And three things happen after you are surviving. One is side effect of the medicine, depression of the mind, and recurrence fear of the cancer. This is when you are survivor and when you have a cancer. Now, what to do in both the situation, you have to find out the ways. Once I had a cancer, naturally I passed through all these stages. Pain was there, agony was there, depression was there. So many people were telling me, okay, you do God job, this job, that job. I very strongly believe, because I am a bit agnostic, I say God is not to do anything for you. Whatever is happening, you are going to give credit or debit to God only. If you survive, you say it is because of God. If you are not surviving, you say it is because of the God. So God has its own place. You can pray, do whatever it is. But God will not do anything. If God is to do anything, why God has given you cancer? So it is your own making, or whatever it has come, you have to take care of yourself. God will take care or not, it's a different thing. Let him take care separately. So one of my friends say, you go and sit in temple. I say, nothing doing. I am not going to go to the temple. Right now, I will not go to ask something for God. When I am happy, I will go to the God that I can give you this thing, but I don't want anything from you. I will do everything myself, what will happen. So see, in all this situation, only one thing which is very important, I tell you, because see, pain of the body, you have to tolerate. Agony of the mind, you have to tolerate. Fear of the death, you have to tolerate. And even after cancer is over or survivor, you always will be fearful whether there will be a recurrence, there will be side effect, and there will be depression. So what you have to do, you have to do only. And only one thing only can do it good to you, that is strengthening your mind. By any way, by whatever way, or by whatever help you get. Either you get help from your friends, you get help from your relatives, or whatever it is. But you cannot go to the God, and God may give you strength or not. I do not know. I have my own doubt, but it's okay. That is another issue. But I never went to temple during my illness. I say, no, I'll not go and ask God anything. I will prove myself that I can do something. And if I am to die, die. See, birth is not your choice. You were not asked to be born and you are born. Was it your choice? No. Similarly, death is also not your choice. You are going to die. You cannot say that, no, I don't want to die. No, yours is not choice. But between B and D, there is a C. How to live your life is absolutely your choice. So I decided that now how am I to live my life is my absolute choice, and I will live accordingly. So first day I was very depressed. Immediately my treatment started in 3 days time and started to remain happy, smiling, laughing. Smile, I am told, I have read somewhere, smile is an inexpensive way to improve your looks, right? And another sentence I read, keep joy with you, otherwise you will not get even in heaven also. You won't get joy in heaven also, because heaven, all good people will be there, so they will not be enjoying. They will be doing puja part. It's better to enjoy here only. So joy, you have to be very happy. So from the second day, third day, my radiation started. So I used to go there smilingly. All the people were coming radiation with their mood latka hua karke, then they coming and some were crying and this and that. But I decided I will not cry. So the receptionist was happy. First day she asked the question, who is the patient? Where is the patient? I am a patient. I told I am a patient. All right, you are a patient. So she never expected that I may be so smiling and making jokes or something like that. Her name was Vidyut. That lady's name was Vidyut. So just jocularly, I say, if I touch you, there will be a current. If I touch you, there will be a current. So she was smiling. I said, no, I just make a joke like that so that I can make the atmosphere. So from that day onwards, whenever any serious patient used to come over there, she was referring that patient to me, can you go to Rajendra Bhai or ask her nurse, can you ask this person to talk to Rajendra Bhai. So that is a way I think cancer can be conquered. There is no other way. You have to keep your mind fit, and you have to make your mind cell all very integrated fashion, because there are 3 billion or trillion neuron in our body. If they unite together, they integrate together, and there could be some possibility of your improvement. See, pain is going to be there. How you're going to reduce pain? There is no way out. Whatever you do, painkiller you take, whatever, but pain will be there. Pain can go only away if at all you are mentally very strong. And you have to make mentally very strong by giving some work to your mind. Make your mind very active, make your mind smiling, laughing, then you will not have pain. I told you once that when I had a severe pain, I used to call my doctor friend to my residence and I say, you sing song and I'll be very. 3 hours they were singing songs for me only, and I was not having any pain. And I think this is an absolute fact. Okay, whenever you divert your mind to something interesting to you, your pain will go, or you may probably forget your pain, right? So that is very important. Fear of death. Now, fear of death, see, this is a distinction I made. Okay, death, if it is to come, it is to come. Let me be ready for death. There are classes for death, how to prepare for death. So I read some book. I read a Rajneesh book. कि मैं मृत्यु सिखाता हूं. So I had read that book. That was very helpful. कि मैं मृत्यु सिखाता हूं. You get yourself ready for death, because anytime death will come. See, I tell you, there were very good friends with a good health. They came and they show pity on me. This is very bad. This should not have happened to me. And why this has happened to me? I said, forget about it. Don't say that why this has happened to me. 3 of my friends who were coming to me, they have died. And I'm still surviving. So survival chance is more if your mind is very strong. So all cancer patients, I must tell you, they must do meditation. In the morning today, only I was listening that this universe is full of cosmic energy. And this cosmic energy will definitely give you such a good strength to your brain that you can tolerate any type of pain. You can forget about fear of death, and probably it happens that your mind and cell has got a connection. If your mind is happy, your cell will be happy, and cell also will feel like to be happy. And once they become happy, so they unusual, unnecessary cell, they'll destroy it. And this is a fact. There are cancer patients like Divya was there, because Divya, I have seen it. The way in which she was talking, see, such happiness. Whenever she had a cancer, she had no hair, and she was making the funny faces and all these things. This is so tremendously helpful to all cancer patients, I tell you. Forget about pain, because once cancer comes, then most of the people say that मैं मर गया, अभी मैं मरने वाला हूँ, and they say जीते जीते मर जाते हैं. Why you die when you are living? Death comes, then you expect when death is coming is okay. But many people I have seen, whenever they heard the name cancer, they are dead. Half dead, they are dead. So my only work is, whosoever cancer patient meeting me, I say, you first get up, don't sleep. You need not sleep. You don't put, if at all you are capable to, absolutely you are incapacitated is okay, but you can come. So there are many people whom I have made standing, walking, and even after 3 years, serious cancer patient, they are surviving. And this is because of their mind strength only. Nothing works. Medicine will work its own way because you do not know anything about medicine. They are giving medicine, you are taking medicine. What you can do one thing. To forget your pain, you have to make your mind strong. And to make your mind strong, you have to make your body strong. To make your body strong, you have to do certain things, which I think many classes were there on yoga or exercises or every day sitting in the front of sun and see the sun with that sunglass. Sunglass means there are, I think, because I have got a binocular, if you see sun with that black, then you will see the beauty of the sun. So this is very important. Now, the role, who plays better role? I think friends and family plays better role. God plays role later on. When everything happens and everything good happens, then the credit will be going to God. Yes, because of the God, because of this month, that man will say because of this. I say, okay, it's good. Because God means what? If you add one O, it becomes God becomes good. God is nothing but good. Good things happen to you is God. So whenever you good things are happening to you, you remember that this is God has happening. That is one thing. Now, another very important thing is, what is the purpose of life? Dimple asked very nice question. What is the purpose of life? I always say to everybody, purpose of life is to make yourself happy first. To make yourself happy first. Nobody is going to make you happy. If somebody is making you happy, it's fine. But if you are not ready to be happy, nobody else in the world will come and make you happy. You have to make yourself happy first. And that is why I always tell everybody, you have to go every day in the morning to the mirror and say, I love you. That's all. So when you go to mirror and say, I love you, then at least you can see, yes, I love you. So then automatically you will smile. And such smile, a small smile makes so much positive impact in your mind and in your body. You will never realize. All the body cells, maybe trillions of cells, will be very happy with your one smile. Forget about the world. World is becoming happy or not is a different thing. They are not happy. Also, let them not be happy. But make yourself happy first, smiling first. Every day smile. Every day become happy, and see that other people become happy. So first thing is, purpose of life, to Dimple, I say, make yourself happy first, always smile. Okay, cry also is necessary. Sometimes rona bhi acha hai, and that is good. You should cry, nothing wrong. But you go alone in the bathroom and cry as much as you want to cry. Yes, no problem. Because cry also is a good expression of emotion, and you will be very free after crying. So cry also is naked, but make yourself happy first. And then, मैंने बोला स्व पहले होता है, फिर स्वजन आता है. Then make happy your swajan, your family, your friends. Swa, swajan, then sajjan, then good person ko happy karo. Don't make happy bad person. So swa, swajan, sajjan, and then sarvajan. And last is sarvajan. All people then you make last. But first, make yourself happy. Then make your family, friends happy. And then make good people happy. And last, you make all people happy. If at all you provided, you have the strength remaining and all these things. That is the last thing. And remember always one thing, that you are not out till you live. See, I last time gave very nice example. In a cricket game, there are 3 stumps. If the ball touches the stump, you are not out. The ball touches the stump. But then the upar jo tikdi hoti hai na, if it is not fallen, then you are not out. You are safe. So similarly, many such ball will hit you, but you are not out until your mental balance is gone. If your mental balance is gone, then forget it, everything, you are out. If even the ball has not touched the stump, but if this over the stump it is fallen, then you are out. So that is over in our head. If our head is out, then you remember everything is out, nothing can happen, you gone. And one thing very important to remember is, see, in this world, why becoming happy is very, very difficult. Because suppose when you are playing cricket game, all 11 players outside are ready to out you only. They will not see that you play. They wanted you to be out. So in the world, like also when you are playing, do your game very nicely, all in the world will see that this man is out. So you have to play, you have to run, you have to make game. Umpire also will not do. Umpire will be judging that you are out or you are not out. So cricket game also you understand that all the outsiders are going to make you out. So you have to play your game. But remain in crease. Don't go out and play. Certain outside wrong things not to be done. That is very implied. What good things to be done, what not to be done. Lot many lectures were there yesterday also, that Poonamji has, I think, beautiful lecture on food, diet. All these things we have to take care. God will not say that you should eat this or you should eat that. Why God should come and tell you? If you are eating all wrong thing and then say there is a cancer, then it will happen. If you fall down from the top, you're naturally going to be hurt. So most of the things are dependent upon us only, us and us only. So always my one simple advice, make yourself happy, make others happy, take care of your mind. There are many things to be said, but there is also time constraint because some other good speakers are there like Mehul and Vandanaji and all these things. So I think with this, I should stop. And if at all any question is there, later on we can talk. But then after survival, one more point I wanted to tell you, after you survive, then you should not fall into depression. You should diversify your hobbies, go for different thing in the world. You can do your job also, but then that is what I told you guys. Now I'm very much interested in astronomy, whatever is happening in the sky. Mostly on Wednesday, you will get message, astronomy interesting. Then gardening, I have started learning. I do already music also. I am singing also song. I am teaching music also. So all these hobbies will make you so interested about life. Otherwise, you will lose interest in life. Life is beautiful. Only one sentence always remember, life is beautiful and you have to live each moment, every moment. Once this moment goes, next moment is not going to come. And a happy person is a very strong asset in the society. You remember, a happy person is a very strong asset in the society, and all happy person in this group are all asset to each other, and all people will be happy. So everyone, wherever we meet, like we having a silence, we have to make one small smile, and then all smiling photos should be flash, so that when you see somebody smiling, automatically you become happy. That's the only thing. That's the only way. And another one very important life objective I say, okay, what is the good objective of life? वो हिंदी में है, मन की स्वस्थता, चित्त की प्रसन्नता और शरीर की स्वस्थता. Keep your body strong and nice, and keep your mind serene and calm. These two things you do, and your life will be wonderful. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Rajendra ji. And the message is simple: keep smiling, keep laughing.
Yes, thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, that was quite motivating. Well, we have Dr. Vanishri with us, who is a pharmaceutical audit specialist. She's an expert in that, and as she also knows about medicine, I would only like to quote something with regards to her, a true brave heart. Everything that happens in the material world is essentially a certain kind of wave. If you are a good sailor, every wave is a possibility. And that possibility is Dr. Vanishri. So we hear from her. Thank you, Dr. Vanishri, for joining in, and we would like to hear your journey.
Thank you, Dr. Sujata Gurudi, for inviting me to this. I'm sorry that I could not attend the past 4 days. I'm only able to attend today. So, but still, I'm very happy to be on this session. And thank you, Dimple Ji, for also, being a part of whatever you have been doing. And I really, when I heard your story, it was really heart-moving. It's because, see, I don't really see myself as a cancer survivor because I don't really register that I had cancer. So, but then I realized that I am a survivor. I've always been a survivor, and I'm a survivor. And I would like to just share about what I went through. Not really what I went through, but what I did not go through, like Rajendra, she was telling, keep smiling. And I have always been smiling. I've always been a smiler, so I was smiling during my cancer too. So I had primary CNS lymphoma. It's like a blood cancer in the brain. So I did not feel any pains. I was fine. I was looking a little different, I believe. I don't know. But I did not feel any pain. So that was one thing which was really good for me. And another thing was that I learned sound bowl, I was a professional sound bowl healer from 2016 onwards. So I have been, kind of with my sound all the time. And when in 2017, September, I was diagnosed with primary CNS lymphoma. And I was fine, I was okay with whatever was happening. I did not even protest for anything. I was taken to the doctor and I was diagnosed with it. I had a stereotactile biopsy of my head. So a hole in my head here. And they immediately decided to admit me for chemotherapy. So I just went with the flow. I did not protest. I did not resist. I did not do anything that would go against whatever was happening. So I just went with the flow, and that is something that has really helped me with whatever has happened. Because when I went with the flow, and then Gurudi also, that is Sujata Gurudi, was giving me healing sessions from Mumbai, and I just went through whatever I had to go through. I had about 5-6 sessions of chemotherapy. I also had I had Ayurvedic cancer therapy also from Dr. Vaidya Narayana Murthy. And so that also helped me a lot. And along with that, the sound bowl was what really kept me in that positive state all through. Because I did not even think of it being a cancer. I did not even think that it was something bad. I never even thought about that part. I was just going through the chemotherapy because I had to go through the chemotherapy to get rid of it. And in November 2017, from November 2017, I'm in remission. So I did get my MRI done recently, and it continues. No, I'm continued to be in remission, and I don't think about death because it's not needed. If you think about all of those things, that is when you start going down. So your mind, of course, as Rajendra ji was telling, your mind is very important. How you think is what is going to happen. So if we can keep our mind positive at all times, even when we are going through pain, even when we are going through whatever we are going through, that really helps. But I know that it's also difficult. For some people, it may not be possible to keep themselves positive. But still, they have to attempt to, get positive people around them who will actually keep them positive. In fact, during the time that I was undergoing chemotherapy, I was not sleeping at all in the night. For almost so many days, I've not slept through the night at all. So that is something that was happening, but I just took that also in my positive stride. It's because that is something that is a part of whatever you're healing. So I did not think about all of that. I was just thinking about what will I do next once I come into remission. So that is something that really helped me a lot. So I don't know what else to share here. I think that I can only tell that, my husband and children my elder son is a doctor, so he was studying and doing his internship, but he came to Bangalore and he stayed with me all through. And I really have to thank them for their, the way they really supported me through that time. My sister-in-law came down from Indore and she stayed with us until I was completely in remission. My sister, they all chanted, they did whatever they did. And I just went through whatever I went through, and I came into remission. So that's what I can say. Having a positive outlook on things and just not thinking about it too much, but ensuring that you can put your effort on something beyond that is what will help anyone heal their cancer. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanishri. That was so profound. Thinking the ones beyond. I really love the way you put it up. Yes, and as all of us have noticed, she's being into that understanding of beingness. So thank you for sharing, Vanishri. Dr. Vanishri, thank you so much for joining in as well. Over to Dimple now to talk about our next speaker.
Thank you so much, Vanishri ji, for sharing a very simple yet very impactful, deep experience of what you have gone through and how strongly, bravely, courageously you overcame that, and inspiring many other people who are going through similar journey. Yes, there is always hope, and you all are examples of that. So thank you so much. A small announcement. So जो भी स्पीकर से सर्वाइवर से केयर गिवर से कम्युनिटी से कनेक्ट करना चाहता है, आप लोगों में से बहुत लोग ऑलरेडी उसका पार्ट हैं. जो न्यू मेंबर्स हैं, जो नहीं हैं, मैंने चैट में फॉर्म का लिंक भेजा है और व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप का लिंक भेजा है. सो ये हम लोग सेशंस करते रहते हैं ओवर थ्रू आउट द ईयर, and so you can join the group or you can fill the form, so you will get email of the sessions like this. For like every Sunday we do healing circle talk. So this Sunday the speaker is 4th stage cancer survivor सरोज. 5 साल पहले डॉक्टर ने बोला था आपके पास सिर्फ 1.5 महीना है, उससे ज्यादा आप नहीं जियोगे. And it's been more than 5 years she's here with us, and she says that the love of my son brought me back from death. So we'll hear her journey of how she overcame fourth stage cancer, where she had only 1.5 months to live, and she's here for more than 5 years. So you can fill the form, you can join the group to connect with other community members or any other help you need in this journey of this whole new world of cancer. Thank you. So our next speaker is Vandana Mahajan. I am requesting you to unmute. Living at the edge.
Thank you, Dimple. And first, I'm going to talk about Dimple. I met this young, bubbly girl at CanCon, I think, last year, passionately spreading awareness about cancer. And I think our connect happened there. And we've been in connect ever since. She is a beautiful human being. And her journey, like she says, every step is...
Just a minute. I'm sorry about that. Everybody is on mute. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nitish is there in everything ZenOnco does. So more power to you, more love to you, and wherever he is, I think he's a beautiful star watching all over us. Lots of love to him too. So like Dimple said, I don't want to talk much about my cancer journey because most of the people here, they've heard about me. I want to talk about what I learned, what it has done to me, and where am I headed after it happened to me. So just briefly about what happened to me. I was diagnosed with a stage 2 thyroid cancer. It was a very aggressive cancer. I underwent a couple of surgeries. The first surgery caused permanent voice damage. So the voice that you hear now was not there for one whole year. I croaked. So as I speak, I suffer from voice fatigue. Body thak jati hai, jaise voice thak jati hai, jaise aapki body thak jati hai. The second surgery resulted in a condition in which I died. I went into cardiac arrest. Today, I'm on about 15 to 16 pills every day to make it to the next day. And then the cancer treatment happened, which most of us are aware what the treatment is like. So I want to talk about things like, what did it teach me? Cancer taught me that I had a purpose in life, like Dimple said. And my purpose is to be there for others. So today I work with cancer patients. I try and, tell them the reality. It's very important to know the reality of what we have. A lot of people are scared to just hear the word cancer. So first of all, cancer is, if diagnosed early, is curable. If it does happen to you, it does not mean that you're going to die. Nobody dies just by having cancer. There are so many hospitals around because they give a chance to people like me and the others to live. So everyone with cancer has to believe that they are going to live. Death will happen when it's meant to happen. I've had 3 or maybe 4, including a car crash, 4 near-death experiences, and I am still alive. So what did I learn? That before time, no one dies. And when it's time to go, you'll die any which ways. You'll be walking on the road, you'll sneeze and you'll die. So don't let the fear of death inhibit you from growing, inhibit you from reaching out to others, inhibit you from making other people happy, giving a bit of yourself without expecting anything in return. When you do that, जब आप अपना थोड़ा किसी और के साथ share करते हैं, अपनी strength, अपनी positivity, अपनी energy, तो बिना चाहे भी आपको कुछ ना कुछ वापस मिल जाता है. So be there for others. And also one very, very strong message that I want to give out to the entire community. Please don't feel sorry for a cancer patient. They don't deserve pity. They don't deserve pity. They need your strength. They need to be told, hey, dude, you've been through a difficult journey and you've made it. Or you are still fighting it because there is no one like you. It's okay to cry. रोना अच्छा होता है. सारा time strong होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. तकलीफ है. There is pain in the body. There is pain in the mind. So if you want to cry, sometimes it's okay to cry. Let those tears flow because when you cry, then you offload a lot of pain from your shoulders. So it's good to be human. You are not superhuman at all. Superhuman, like Rajendra Bhai said, if there is a God, there is a superhuman. So if I had a choice, I wouldn't have got cancer. Simple. Nobody wants to get cancer, but I didn't have the choice. Second thing that I want to say, first is it's okay to be weak. Second is please don't look for answers why it happened. In certain cases, probably like smoking, like tobacco, you know why it happened. But in majority of the cases, you don't know why the disease happened. There is no reason for it. So going back into the past and looking for answers is sheer waste of energy, sheer waste of effort, because you will get no answers. And like I tell all my patients that I counsel, if there was an answer, there would have been a vaccination like there is for corona now. We would have all got a vaccination for cancer. And it wouldn't have been such a big disease to manage. So please don't go back into your past to dwell why it happened. You have a present today. Invest in it. And if you get to see the next day, plan for it. But again, while I say plan for it, we don't know if there is ever going to be a tomorrow. So live life as if there is no other tomorrow. And thirdly, Anne Richardson beautifully said that we cannot change the outcome of anyone's journey, but we can definitely affect it. So if you can affect anyone's journey, like Dimple is doing, like Mehul is doing, like Rajendra Bhai is doing, reach out, touch them, give them that support, because support for a cancer patient is very, very important. We are not in any ways, when I'm going to die, I'm going to die. No one can change it. But if I die happily, like Dimple shared about Nitesh, in spite of all the pain, if we die happy, I think the purpose of our life is met. So these are a few things that I want to share. And also a reality that each survivor, everyone who's going through cancer has to live with, is that you're never disease-free. I've been in 11 years, 11th year of remission, but in the 11 years, I've had 5 scares of the cancer coming back, including blood cancer, including, lymphoma. So that looms large. It actually depends on the cancer that you have. So there are some, cancers which can be told that the chances of coming back are less, but there are certain cancers that may come back. Be alert. Don't live with the fear. Don't make your life only about cancer. Zindagi mein bahut sari cheezein hain. Like I always say, cancer is a small part of my life. There's my daughter, there is my dog, there are my friends, there is life, there are other people that I can contribute to, and there is me. I am precious, I am important, and I am a good person. I don't blame my karmas because mere karma bahut achhe hain. I've never harmed anyone. Not a fly. I have not killed anyone. So my karmas are not to be blamed for what I get. My destiny, I got it. And how I live with it, how I make the most of it is my message to everyone. And I am there for whosoever ever needs any help of any kind, because I'm a palliative care counselor. And I think counseling does help in the journey. I have dealt with a lot of end-of-life cases, handheld them, seen them over the Rainbow Bridge, been there for the caregivers. And to all of you here, I am there. If I can ever help any one of you, please do reach out to me through ZenOnco, through Mehul, through Rajendra Bhai. We are all a part of the same group. Much love. And मैं हूँ कैंसर था अब हम दोनों इकट्ठे आगे जर्नी चल रहे हैं so cheers to cancer. I have no bitterness whatsoever. People say कैसे smile करती हो, because I'm not bitter. I'm just not bitter about what happened to me. I live with a condition which is only 1% of people in the world are affected by it. Most of my doctors find it a challenge to treat me because I have chronic asthma. My digestion has to be aided. I suffer from tachyarrhythmia. I have a circumspect bone health. I am forbidden to take a fall. I have varicose, which are all post my surgery and post my treatment. I was a healthy 35-year-old. very healthy 35-year-old who could climb trees, race horses, but I can't today. I can't even drive a car. I can't. But I am still happy. I am not bitter about anything because I believe Zindagi ka purpose hai. That purpose has been met because of cancer. The only regret I would have is the lack of emotional support when I was going through my journey, and that is what I strive. My aim is to be there. I mean, I'm very emphatically saying to be there for ones who are going through a journey like me. So thank you, ZenOnco, Dimple, for having me here and helping me reach out to others. Much love to everyone.
Thank you so much, Vandana. Thank you for sharing once again your inspiring journey. और मैं जितनी बार सुनती हूँ उतनी बार मुझे लगता है, oh my God, look at her. Just amazing. Don't have any words to express what you have shared and how beautifully in a simple language you have expressed your entire journey and the work you're doing for palliative care patients. जहाँ पे बहुत लोग हाथ खड़ा कर देते हैं वहाँ पे आप उनका हाथ पकड़ते हो. So thank you for what you do. And our next speaker is Mehul Vyas. So Mehul, welcome to the space. Thank you.
Hi, thank you, Dimple. Thank you, everybody, for waiting so patiently and to hear me. But I'm not a great speaker, and I am still getting into that, soaking in all that Vandana, Rajendra Bhai, and all the other speakers have, just spoke up. It's so great and so I'm so honored to, be in a panel with them. So I'm just getting in all that. My cancer is different. My cancer is different because I invited my cancer. मैंने उसको बुलाया. I smoked. I chewed tobacco. मुझे पता था कि ये सब करने से, मतलब सबको पता होता है ना, उसपे तो लिखा होता है कि it causes cancer. तो भी मेरा एजुकेशन का कोई फायदा नहीं हुआ. I could read but I could not understand. So मुझे हो गया कैंसर. I thought कि मैं 10 सिगरेट पीता हूँ, मेरा दोस्त 15 पीता है, तो वो पहले मरेगा तो मैं छोड़ दूंगा. बट ऐसे नहीं होता. So I got cancer, and I got cancer when I was 40. And my kid was like 5-6 years of age, and we were planning a new life. We were planning to go to the States and settle down there. And life was all going good. और अचानक से ये बीच में ट्यूमर आ गया मेरे गले में. तो my life changed completely. I was a very different person before. मतलब मुझे, like all the youngsters think these days, like, party karna, cigarette, daru, and all this. I'm using the local language, okay, just because it makes me comfortable. So that was life. I used to enjoy, friends and all. Everything was fine. And then this thing came. The first thing I did is I never knew what cancer is till I got it. Then I started Googling and got so many different options and answers. But fortunately, I was in good hands. My wife and my family took me to the correct people who treated me in the right hospitals. I had radiation and chemotherapy to treat my tumor. I was given a month to survive. 5th January goes 7 years, 7th year, I'm in the 7th year now. So fortunate to survive, stay alive. And I'm not going to speak more on how I was treated and what I went through and all, because every cancer is different. Every cancer fighter has a different story. और सबका सब unique होता है. It's not that my cancer is big and yours is small. Cancer होता है. Every fighter is a fighter. So only thing is that I'm going to just tell you what I learned in this and how I changed myself. So when I got cancer and I was told I was going to die, I did not take it. No. My life, you are not going to tell who's going to die when, okay? तो मेरी जिंदगी है ना, मैं डिसाइड करूंगा कब मरना है. कैंसर इज नॉट गोइंग टू डिसाइड. सो फर्स्ट थिंग, और जो भी जिसने भी बोला कि तुम अभी नहीं जियोगे, वो कोई भगवान नहीं है, वो भी मेरे जैसे आदमी है. सो आई कैन टेक इट इन अ पॉजिटिव वे, बट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू एक्सेप्ट व्हाट ही सेज. तो अगर mindset अपना positive रहना तो it changes everything. Always a positive mindset from there. And then I did a lot of reading. If you have to defeat an enemy, you have to know that enemy well. So I was not that fortunate at that time to have these groups like this, ZenOnco, वगैरह. मतलब, I had no one but to read myself, and I had no one to ask questions. The people who are fighting now are lucky to have all these people around you to have the correct guidance. So I did a lot of research, I did a lot of reading, I found out what my cancer was, मुझे ये हुआ क्यों, and I read about people who won over that cancer, and then I tried to follow it. So what I learned is, like many of the speakers said, that if one medicine works for one person, it does not work for me. जैसे कि my spice level is different. अगर मैं कम तीखा खा सकता हूँ आपसे, क्योंकि मेरी बॉडी अलग है. सेम वे अगर आपका मेडिसिन मुझे नहीं चल सकता, my body will react differently. So that is very important to understand कि अगर कोई बोलते कि अरे वो वहां पे जाके ठीक हो गया, तो it's not needed that तुम वहां पे ठीक होगे, क्योंकि तुम अलग हो. So that is the basic, understand that. And then the mindset, like अगर it's all on how you think. I give speeches in schools and colleges, and they come to me, हमसे छूटता नहीं, हमारा mind divert नहीं होता, and all. Simple. You are crossing a road, you sprain your leg, you cannot get up, okay? And then you see a truck coming down on the road, and you start running because you want to save your life. तब वो pain कहाँ गया? उधर ही है. It's in the leg, but you started thinking of something else. Same way, divert your mind, and you can change things. I changed my life completely after that. जो भी बुरा था सब बन गया. I saw that I was not awake yesterday at that time when yesterday's session was going on about nutrition, but it was so perfect. I do almost all the things that were told in that, like salad खाना, healthy vegetable salad. मैं फाफड़ा गाठिया खाने वाला आदमी, मैंने कभी salad मेरी life में नहीं खाया था. I hated it. But now every day my main food is salad. My kid the other day was telling me कि Dad कंटाला नहीं आता क्या रोज वही, like it's so boring. So I try to explain in a simple way, like क्या boring है? तू रोज कपड़े नहीं डालता क्या? डालता है ना? You don't feel that is boring. You don't feel it boring because today you wear a blue shirt, tomorrow you're going to wear a yellow shirt. Same with salad में आज मैंने ये ड्रेसिंग डाला, कल वो दूसरा डालूंगा. थोड़ा शेंगदाना ऐड करूंगा, थोड़ा वो ऐड करूंगा, थोड़ा स्पाइस लाइफ में ऐड करने का. So that makes life different every day. Be happy. I am happy because I am alive. I am privileged. So are you all, because you are here today. There are thousands of people who did not wake up today morning. So don't crave. पकड़ के मत रखो. Don't complain. मुझे ये हुआ, मुझे वो हुआ. Crave क्या है? अरे छोड़ो. Break that cage. जो तुम्हारे पास है ना वो दूसरे के पास नहीं है. So that is very important कि you are unique. हर एक इंसान में वो पावर होता है जो दूसरे के पास नहीं होता. So find that power. Even in my job, I'm a college dropout. मैं आज यूएस में अच्छी कंपनी में, क्यों? मेरा सर्टिफिकेट काम नहीं है, बट मेरा टैलेंट, फ्रॉडस्टर, चोर को पकड़ना मुझे आता, क्योंकि मैं खुद वैसा था, मेरा दिमाग वैसा था. So I use that talent. And today I'm in 2 banks. I'm a senior fraud investigator. मुझे देख के समझ में आता कि ये झोल है, इसके पीछे जरा शक, मतलब it sits in my brain now. So find out that power in you, make use of it. Every person has a different power and make use of it. So beating cancer is no big deal. कोई बड़ी बात नहीं. स्टेज 4 है, मैं एक वोकल कॉर्ड पे बात कर रहा हूँ, लोग रिसर्च करने आते मेरे पे, but that is a different part. But it's all the mind game. अगर if you decide you have to do this, no one can stop you. It's the power of mind, power of attraction. अब मैंने सोचा कि मैं मेरे बच्चे की शादी में नाचूंगा, तो मैं नाचूंगा ही, उसके बाद मैं कुछ और सोचूंगा. So hold on to it. So anyone who is fighting cancer, not a big deal, simple disease है, थोड़ा अलग treatment है. So, and we all are there to help you. Vandana, Rajendra Bhai, Dimple, everybody. Kabhi bhi 24/7, just message us and, we are there to help you. So I can go on and on. But yeah, so nothing to, just be happy. You are alive today, others are not. So be happy about it. क्रिपिंग करना छोड़ दो, मुझे कैंसर है, मुझे ये है, कंप्लेन, नॉट गोना हेल्प.
Thank you.
I'll stop.
Thank you so much, Mehul, for sharing so honestly and accepting that, yes, you have done mistakes. We all do, accepting it gracefully and what you learned from those mistakes. And yes, we are all fortunate to have you. And hopefully we all get to dance in your son's wedding. So I'm going to, I've already shared form and WhatsApp group link here with all of you for the upcoming sessions. And also, this Sunday we have a stage 4 cancer survivor Saroj, and next Sunday hopefully we are going to have a surgical oncologist for the next Sunday's session that we do every Sunday. And also I'm sharing a journey of Mehul, Rajendra and Vandana. I have the journeys link. So if you want to read more about what they've gone through, how they survived, what all things they did, what helped them, and learn from each other's experiences, you can take the link and learn from their journey. And if you want to connect with any one of us, feel free to connect, because it's a community which we all are there together as a family, as a team. So thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Sujata. Thank you, Mehul. Dr. Sujata, you are on mute. Yeah.
We have come to the end of this journey with various aspects of how to handle a disease, as beautifully said by Mehulji. It's a disease like any other disease. It's just that the treatment is a little different. So if we have that mindset, and having heard from the people who have survived it, it comes out beautifully that anything is possible. There is no term as impossible. Now, I would like to share something about me as to why I got associated with this particular ZenOnco now. I come from a different field of being a researchist with sound and frequencies to heal people in the field of oncology. And we just sat around one afternoon, got a connect through a third person. I had not known Dimple, I think just 15 or 20 days ago is when we connected. And I said, I need to do something for cancer patients. And this being a month of cancer, why not we do something? And that is where a person who is a researchist in sound frequencies, healing patients, in cancer, comes to an organization which is helping people, supporting them, and allowing them to come back to the normal mainstream life. So this is how two people from different streams come together to help and support. When your cause is in mind, when your intention is there, the universe definitely helps you. Anybody wanting to know more about the work, you can read the book Power of Sound. You can go to my website, sujatasinghi.com, and you can see how 4th stage cancer patients from the hospital, when told that nothing much can be done, have been able to revive. As rightly said by Vaneshwari and by Gwen, they have used sound extensively. So there is always hope. It's not just sound. You can use anything which suits you. You can definitely come back to your normal stream of life. And if you want to know more about how things can get better in life on a regular stream, on understanding who can help you, ZenOnco is always there for you. And the beautiful people who are associated with it is always there. I'm a speaker, international speaker on oncology, and give talks in various fields. So October, we had the breast cancer month. Also, those recordings are there on the YouTube channel. So anybody looking for that, you can also visit my YouTube channel to listen to what is possible. Yes, the possibilities are up to. We only have to go there and choose what suits us best. Thank you all for joining in. I really loved all of you being so participative, so honestly sharing your stories, so passionate about helping others. Continue with the good work. Namaste and God bless.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sujata, for your appreciation and the wonderful work which we all are doing as a community. Not just one people or two people, it's the entire community together, be it India, be it US, be it any part of the world. It's the combined efforts. अपनी जर्नी से निकली हूँ और इसके लिए पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है. आप सबको एक चीज़ बताना चाहती हूँ कि जब कैंसर होता है, जो सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ मैटर करती है वो ये है कि how do I heal my loved one? How do I take care of my loved one? और मैं इनको कैसे बचाऊं? No matter what it takes, how do I save this person? और उस वक्त जब आप ये सब सोच रहे होते हो और बहुत एक पहाड़ की तरह लगता है सब कुछ, उस वक्त जब आपको thousands of people का love और support मिलता है, उस वक्त जब दुनिया भर से लोग आते हैं आपको सपोर्ट करने के लिए, मैसेजेस से, कॉल से, डिफरेंट चीजें आपको भेजेंगे व्हाट्सएप पे, ये पढ़िए वो. It matters a lot when you are in US and you get to know that your friend's father is doing a Havan in Baroda so that Nitesh survives. I was touched. And many more experiences like this. US में Karya family, a Gujarati family who adopted us to take care of us when we were two lost children in this stranger land where we did not know where to go and what to do. And then the Karya family comes and says that come home. And those two words is what we were looking, that come home. और जब हम अपने घर गए वहाँ पे 6 महीने तक नहीं निकले वहाँ से कि नितेश ने बोला मुझे और कहीं नहीं जाना है, this is where I want to be. And the most beautiful memories of this entire journey is I have with that family because he was getting healed, he was joyful, and this is the power of love and support. We believe in science because it's a disease and which has to be managed by scientific therapies. And I quote a line which I read that from the research, that's love heals. That is the simplest way to put it. हम सब ने जो भी experience share किए, it's the basic foundation of everything is love. The love which I have for all of you, the love which we all have for all other people who are going through this journey. जरूरी नहीं है कि हम आज मिले हैं, नहीं मिले हैं, बात हुई या नहीं हुई, but you are always in our thoughts and prayers that may we all get healed. Friends help us heal. Kindness heals. And kindness, they say in a language, is the love with its work boots on. The experience of being surrounded by love, family and friends who care about you, and the kindness of strangers, including doctors and other healers who care for you, is for many people and for all of us an awesomely powerful experience. Treatment सब जगह सेम ही होना है. इंडिया चले जाओ, यूएस चले जाओ, कहीं चले जाओ, सेम ही ट्रीटमेंट होना है. But it's the surroundings, it's the love and care what you get in that journey that matters a lot. So thank you so much everyone for coming together to share your experiences. Thank you everyone for bringing the energies together, the different energies, what you all bring in this space to make a safe space for all of us to share our emotions, for all of us to share our journey. क्योंकि अगर आप यहाँ पे हैं तो मुझे पता है कि I understand you and you understand me, and that's the beauty of these circles. So thank you everyone for creating a safe environment for all of us so that we are able to connect with each other, we are able to share our experiences with each other, because cancer का कोई single pill solution नहीं है. There are so many things. It's your environment, it's the treatment, it's the type of cancer, the family and love support, what you eat, what you think, the environment, and many, many, many other factors, genetic factors, and many other factors responsible for this. And many other factors will be responsible to heal you, to cure you. So how can we find the balance between medical treatment and the complementary treatment? Right? जब कैंसर होता है तो हम मेडिकल के साथ में और सोचते हैं और क्या करें कि आज ये वॉमिटिंग नहीं हो, आज पेन नहीं हो, आज डिप्रेशन नहीं हो, आज ये खाना खा ले, आज ये दवाई ले ले, और कौन सा पैथी करें हम जिससे कि थोड़ा रिलीफ मिले, कैसे पेन को कम करें, कैसे आज रात को वॉमिटिंग नहीं हो, कैसे अच्छे से नींद आए, and so many other questions which goes in our mind when we are going through this journey, right? And that's what we are trying to do, because when I needed that support, I did not have it in the beginning. जब फोर्थ स्टेज आया था और शुरुआत में जब कुछ पता नहीं था कि क्या करना है, वो सपोर्ट नहीं था. I called my doctor and मुझे आंसर नहीं मिला कि नितेश को माउथ से ब्लीडिंग हो रही है, 50 mouth ulcers in his mouth, he lost weight, he was not even drinking water. Doctor, what to do? I did not get the answer. Maybe because I was not in the right hands. That's a different thing. Not everybody is like that. But then I needed that support, and that's what we are trying to create, to give all of you that support. चाहे वो किसी भी type का support हो. Today morning before the session, I was talking to a yoga master, and he's 75-year-old. He looks like, he talks like he's just 45. And he dedicated his life for cancer patients. उन्होंने बोला बेटा, मैंने उनको 2 cases बताए जहाँ पे 4th stage में, उन्होंने वही बोला कि वो मुझे बेटा बुलाते हैं कि बेटा तुम मुझे उनसे कनेक्ट करवा दे, मैं उनकी लाइफ को when they are at the end of life, I'll make it easy for them. I don't know the outcome, what it will be, whether they'll survive, they'll not survive, but it's the healing that matters. It's the peace, joyness, satisfaction of leaving this world is what matters. And the last week, I just say a small example. Last week, so there's a friend Kozo, जिसकी मैं story share की थी. He's a 4th stage cancer patient, and he dedicated his life for cancer patients because before he had 3rd stage, he survived, and then he got a relapse, and today he is on deathbed. And 2 days back, we had a cumulative combined circle where Kozo also came. He's on hospice care. And he said, emotionally, I am all set. I'm ready to go. He was laughing. He was saying goodbye to all of us. It was very heavy for us. But then Those are the people spiritually, emotionally, on some other level, they understood the meaning of life. It's not about how many years we live. It's about how well we live in those years. And that is what matters at the end. कि हमें नहीं पता किसके पास कितना टाइम है, but जितना टाइम जीना है वो अच्छे से जीना है. And that is what we do to make each other's lives easy. And wherever we can help, we are always and always there for you. Thank you so much once again, everyone. Looking forward to many more spaces, holding these spaces for all of us. And हमेशा कुछ भी चाहिए, please पूछो, because support is there. Many people, thousands of people are there to support you. So please ask for it and you will get it for sure. So with this, we'll take a minute of silence. We'll pray for those people who are not here with us in physical form. It's happening every day with many people. We'll pray for those who are going through this difficult journey, holding their hands, giving them a big hug, and saying them, we are here for you. We pray for all the caregivers who are trying really hard to save their loved ones, to do whatever it takes to make it easy for them. And we pray for everyone. Thank you. It's a minute of silence. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I will unmute everyone. Let it be spammers or everyone who is here. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Even they are the people who are trying to bring some joy into this circle. So you can all unmute yourself as we close this session and share what you want to share. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much for this session. It was a great session. And I'm inspired and a lot more inspired to do some things which are required after listening to the other survivors. So thanks a lot.
Thank you. Great.
Thank you, Dimple, for having me here. It's always inspiring to be on a forum like this. And more power to you and ZenOnco and all the warriors here. Thank you.
Thank you. Rajendra ji, you want to speak?
But I see your face smiling. That is very important and interesting, and I feel happy. And I would like to see all smile and everybody's face as ever been talking. So good.
Thank you, everyone.
Let us meet someday, sometime, somewhere in future.
Yeah. Huh? We are meeting in virtual space, and we'll definitely meet someday in physical space as well.
You all can make a visit to Ahmedabad. I can make arrangement.
Yeah, and Mehul के बच्चे की शादी में.
Sure.
Thank you, everyone.
मुझे तो डर लगता है, मतलब I don't know if he will invite me for his marriage. मतलब तो आजकल मुश्किल है. So yeah, but jokes apart, it was really nice to. It's always nice to be here, and I've got all super people with me, like Rajendra uncle. I owe him a lot. He's like. It's a different story. Like he is a big mentor to me. I like to listen to him. Vandana, I keep listening to her, and she has something different to say every time. And Dimple and all the people who talk. And I heard Vanachri ji the first time, and Gwen as well. Lot of things to learn. So every day I learn so many new things from so many people, and it's great. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here with you all.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mehul. And thank you to Vanishri ji for sharing your amazing journey. Really touched by it, and may you heal many others through your experience, through your inspiring journey. Yeah. So with this, we'll close the circle and see you all in some other circle, some other time. Most of you on Sunday. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for joining in, and have a wonderful day and a life ahead. Keep smiling, keep spreading smiles. Thank you and bye-bye.